Good morning, guys. Is it okay, my voice?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. Yesterday we have started the elementary data link protocols. When we come to this, what are these data link protocols? What are their responsibilities? Means the main responsibilities of the protocols are they have to help in formation of frames, error control, and flow control. The main responsibilities of the protocols of data link layer is those are the three major responsibilities. Formation of the frames, error control, and the flow control. These are the basic functions of the protocols of data link layer. When we come to these data link layers, there are two types of protocols are there in the data link layer, basing on whether the channel is noisy channel or noiseless channel. Basing on that point, the protocols are two types. What are those two types? Means stop and wait protocols, sliding window protocols. Okay, basing on the point whether the transmission channel is noisy or noiseless, stop and wait and sliding window we have. Why it is that the noisy channel, the channel in which there is a chance of getting noise is called the noisy channel. The channel in which there is a chance of getting noise, there is a chance of getting interferences. That means some disturbances. In our words, simply that channel in which there is a chance of getting data errors is known as the noisy channel. The channel in which there is no chance at all is known as noiseless channel. Means in that channel there is no chance of getting the errors. There is no chance of getting any disturbance to the transmitted signal. That channel is the noiseless channel. So we have stop and wait protocol. This is available for both noisy channel and noiseless channels. And when we come to sliding window protocols, they are majorly for noisy channels only. For noisy channels, we have sliding window protocol. For noisy and noiseless channels, stop and wait protocols are there. Okay. Already we have started the stop and wait protocol. The basic for the stop and wait protocols is the basic protocol which helps in the development of stop and wait protocol is the utopian simplex protocol. The word utopian means nothing but an imaginary area where everything is perfect. Utopian means it will indicate an imaginary area where everything is perfect, everything is there without any problems, everything is working properly. That is known as utopian. Here we are taking a simplex protocol, which is an utopian. That means which is an imaginary one, which assumes that everything is perfect. This utopian simplex protocol is the basis for the stop and wait protocol. For the development of stop and wait protocols, it is the basic one. What is this protocol will assume is the channel is noiseless channel. It will assume there is no chance of getting any errors in the channel. The channel is completely ideal channel. It will assume that the transmission channel is an ideal channel, and the sender and receiver have infinite buffer capacity. That means sender have infinite amount of data. He can place that data at any time, and the receiver has infinite buffer capacity. He can receive any amount of data at any time. He can receive. Sender and receiver has infinite buffer capacity there, and also the channel is ideal channel. That means there is no error chance of getting error. There is no problem with flow control. There is no chance of problem data flow. There is no problem chance of getting problems with errors. Why? Because since the channel is ideal channel, there is no chance of getting any errors. And since the sender and receivers are infinite, infinite buffer capacities, since their capacities are infinite, okay, there is no chance of getting any problems with the data flow. Whatever the data sent by the sender, the receiver can accept that data. Okay, the sender can send continuously data, the receiver can continuously accept all that data without missing any frames because they have their infinite capacity. That is the assumptions made by the simplex protocol. That's why this protocol is the Ludovine protocol. Since they have unlimited buffer capacity and the channel is ideal channel, for this protocol there is no special requirement of error control and flow control. Clear? This is only an hypothetical protocol. That means only an imaginary protocol which is not practically possible. This is an hypothetical. Hypothetical means which is not practically possible one. Okay, ideal channel is not available practically. Infinite buffer capacity is also practically not available. That's why this protocol is an hypothetical one which is not practically available. But what is the use of this protocol is, using this protocol concept, the stop and wait protocols are developed basing on this simplex protocol only. Basing on the concept of this simplex protocol only, the stop and wait protocols are developed. Clear? That is the first one, simplex protocol. Already we have seen this one in the previous class. The data flow diagram will be like this. Next, basing on the simplex protocol, the first stop and wait protocol is the stop and wait protocol for error-free channel or noiseless channel. The stop and wait protocol for the noiseless channel or the error-free channel. That is the first protocol. See, here the name itself giving this protocol is used for noiseless channels. That means error-free channels. We are using the protocol where there is no chance of getting errors. So this protocol will only concentrate on flow control. It doesn't concentrate on the error control. We don't bother about the errors, right? Because since the channel is noiseless channel, there is no chance of getting errors. So this particular stop and wait protocol is mainly for flow control. Here, what is the logic of this stop and wait protocol is? In a simple diagrammatic representation, we can get the complete logic of this one. The logic of this one is this one. See, the sender first, whenever the sender receives data from the network layer, he will form a frame and that frame will be sent to the receiver. Okay. After receiving the frame, the receiver will process the frame and he will give acknowledgement to the sender. Sender will send a frame to receiver. On receiving the frame successfully, the receiver will give acknowledgement. After the acknowledgement for frame 1 received, then only sender will send the next frame. How the flow control is achieved means here, at a time the sender is sending only one frame. After confirming that the first frame is successfully received by the receiver, then only sender is sending the next frame. The sender will send each frame only on the confirmation of the receiver. How he will get confirmation from the receiver means with the help of the positive acknowledgement. Okay, after sender sending the first frame, the receiver will give a positive acknowledgement. The receiver will give a positive acknowledgement. After receiving that positive acknowledgement only, then only sender will send the second frame. Frame 1, acknowledgement 1. After receiving the acknowledgement, then only he will send the frame 2. Okay, then the receiver will give the acknowledgement for this one, A2. In this way, he is controlling the flow of data. Okay, even though the capacity of the sender is more than the capacity of the receiver, the sender is not sending the frames basing on his capacity. He is sending the frames basing on the acceptance of the receiver here. Clear? Here we may get a doubt. What will happen if the acknowledgement or frame is missed in the middle? మనకు డౌట్ వస్తుందండి. ఒకవేళ ఫ్రేమ్ మధ్యలో మిస్ అయితే ఏం జరుగుతుంది? ఒకవేళ అక్నాలెడ్జ్మెంట్ పంపించాడు, అది మధ్యలో మిస్ అయితే ఏమవుతుందంటే, already we have discussed this protocol is only for noiseless channel. That means we are implementing this protocol only in noiseless channel. Since there is no noise in the channel, there is no chance of missing frame or acknowledgement. In this particular protocol, there is no chance of missing the frame or acknowledgement. Why? Because the channel is a noiseless channel. So we don't have any problems with the missing. That means there is no problem with the errors. This is the way how this stop and wait protocol is achieving the flow control. Means it is achieving the flow control in this manner. The sender will send a frame and waits for the positive acknowledgement. After receiving positive acknowledgement, he will send the next frame. If he receives the negative acknowledgement, he will retransmit the same frame. If he receives the negative acknowledgement, if he receives the positive acknowledgement, simply he will send the next frame. Again, receiver will give the positive acknowledgement. Again, receiver will send, sender will send the third frame. This is the process going on in stop and wait protocol for noiseless channel. Okay, the extension of this protocol is the stop and wait protocol for noisy channel, which is an extension of this one. That's why I'm revising this one. Why? Because the small extension of this one is the next one. See the points in the first stop and wait protocol. The data link layer in the sender side waits for the network layer for the data packet. First, the data link layer in the sender side waits for the network layer to send data packets. After receiving the data packets, it will form the frame and it will send the frame. Okay. When it will send the first frame means it will send the first frame after receiving a positive notification from the physical layer. Okay, after receiving a positive notification from the physical layer, that means the channel is free, the channel is available. By getting that positive notification from the physical layer, it will send the first frame. Okay, after sending that frame, it will wait for an acknowledgement before sending the next frame. After sending the first frame, it will wait for an acknowledgement before sending the next frame. That is the process going on at the sender. At the receiver side, the data link layer in the receiver side waits for a frame to arrive. Here, the data link layer in the receiver side waits for a frame to arrive. After receiving the frame, it will process the frame. That means it will check the frame. If the frame is correct, it will deliver that frame to the network layer, and also it will send the positive acknowledgement to the sender. After receiving the frame, it will verify the frame and it will give a positive acknowledgement to the sender. That is going on. See, at the sender side, if you see the diagram, from network layer, it is receiving the data, and the data link layer is sending frames to the through the transmission media to the receiver. Receiver receives the frame, and the data will be passed to the network layer. Meanwhile, what is happening is, after receiving that frame, after verifying the frame is okay, it will give a acknowledgement. That acknowledgement will be sent to the sender. After receiving that acknowledgement, again it will send the frames. That process is going on continuously. Okay. After sending first frame, it will wait for acknowledgement 1. After receiving acknowledgement 1, it will send the second frame. In that way, stop and wait. Send one frame, stop and wait for acknowledgement. Again, send the next frame, stop and wait for next acknowledgements. That is the logic going on in this stop and wait for noiseless channels. Here, there is no chance at all for the missing of the frames or acknowledgements. Why? Because the channel is noiseless channel. So this particular protocol only concentrates on the flow control only. It will only aims on the flow control. It doesn't consider the error control. So after this one, the next category of the stop and wait protocol is the stop and wait protocol for noisy channel. So the question is, if the channel is noisy, how the stop and wait will work? Okay. The next one is how the same protocol can be used if the channel is a noisy channel. That we have to see. ఏందండి
సెండర్ టైం సెట్ చేసుకుంటా సార్.
అర్థం కాలేదండి.
సెండర్ టైం సెట్ చేసుకుంటా సార్. ఒకవేళ మెసేజ్
అడిషనల్ గా ఏం చేస్తామంటే అది మిస్ అయితే దానికోసం వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద సీక్వెన్స్ నెంబర్స్ అండ్ టైమ్ అవుట్స్. ఇక్కడ మనం అడిషనల్ గా ఏం చేస్తామంటే హీ విల్ గో ఫర్ ద కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ మెయింటైనింగ్ ద సీక్వెన్స్ నెంబర్స్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ద time outs. Okay, after sending a frame, he will wait for a particular time for the acknowledgement. Since the channel is noisy channel, after sending a frame, okay, there is a chance that the frame may be missed. There is a chance in the network that the frame may be missed. If the frame is missed, receiver will never give acknowledgement. Sometimes even though frame is successfully received, the acknowledgement may be missed in the middle. So in case of this noisy channel, there are chances that either the frame or the acknowledgement may be missed. Whenever the frame or acknowledgement is missed, what will happen is actually the sender has to wait until the acknowledgement has came. Since they are missed in the middle, they never come. Sender has to wait unlimited time for the acknowledgement. So to solve that problem, here since there is a chance of missing, whenever he sends a frame, he will start the timer and he will wait for limited period of time for the acknowledgement. If the acknowledgement doesn't come within the limited period of time, immediately he will retransmit the frame again. That is the logic followed by the stop and wait protocol for noisy channel. The logic is, see the diagrammatic representation, so we can get that logic. మనం ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పుకున్న కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఏనండి, హియర్ వి ఆర్ ఇంప్లిమెంటింగ్. See here, ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ కొంచెం జూమ్ చేసుకొని చూడండి అండి, క్లారిటీ ఉందని డయాగ్రామ్.
Yes, sir.
See, frame 0 సెండ్ చేశాడు. After sending the frame 0, sender has started the timer. Acknowledgement 0 has received within the time. Within the time only acknowledgement has came. So he will send the frame 1. Frame 1 send చేశాడు. But the acknowledgement of frame 1 is received after the timeout. Okay, the acknowledgement has received after the timeout, not within the time acknowledgement has came. So since the acknowledgement doesn't receive within the time, he is retransmitting the again frame 1. He is retransmitting frame 1. Again frame 1 is received by the receiver. Again receiver will give acknowledgement for frame 1. Clear? The concept here is, if the acknowledgement doesn't come within that time, he will retransmit the frame. If the acknowledgement came within that time, he will send the next frame. Clear? That is the thing. See here, frame 0 has sent. In the second case, this is one case. In the second case, frame 0 has transmitted. Receiver received frame 0 and given acknowledgement, but unfortunately in the middle acknowledgement was missed in the middle. Acknowledgement was missed in the middle. What will happen? Since acknowledgement was missed in the middle, okay, after timeout, again frame 0 was retransmitted. Even though frame 0 has successfully received, since acknowledgement was missed in the middle, frame 0 was again retransmitted. Again acknowledgement has given for frame 0. That is one case. One more scenario is, frame 1 was transmitted, but frame 1 was missed in the middle. Frame is lost. One case is frame is lost. One case is acknowledgement is lost. Okay. One case is acknowledgement not received within the time period. Okay. First case is successful, everything. Frame 0 has received, acknowledgement came within the time. So these are the 4 scenarios we have here. Okay. Acknowledgement received within the time. Acknowledgement received after the time. Acknowledgement missed. Frame totally frame is missed. These are the 4 scenarios here we have. In this stop and wait protocol, these 4 scenarios are there. In case of successful transmission, in case of case 1, next frame will be transmitted. In case of case 2, that means whenever the acknowledgement is received, not received within the time, what will happen? If acknowledgement not received within the time, again the frame is retransmitted. Again the frame is retransmitted if acknowledgement is not received within that time. Clear? What will happen in case 3? Case 3, if acknowledgement is lost, what will happen? Here also, if the acknowledgement is missed, retransmission of the frame is done. In case 3 also, what will happen if a frame is lost means? Here also the thing. For the case 2, case 3, case 4, the solution is retransmission of the frames. If the acknowledgement doesn't receive within that time, if the acknowledgement is lost or totally the frame is lost, whatever the remaining 3 cases, retransmission of the frame will be done. Here the problem with this retransmission is, see, in case of case 4, there is no problem with retransmission in case 4. But when we come to case 2 and case 3, we have one problem with retransmission. What is the problem with retransmission in case 2 or case 3? Case 2 lo, case 3 lo, what is the problem we have with retransmission of data? A question clear అండి. కేస్ 2 లో మనకి రీట్రాన్స్మిషన్ చేస్తాం. కేస్ 2, కేస్ 3, కేస్ 4 లో అయితే కేస్ 2 లో కేస్ 3 లో రీట్రాన్స్మిషన్ వల్ల కూడా మళ్ళీ మనకు ఒక ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది. ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ కేస్ 2 అండ్ కేస్ 3, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ వన్? Duplication of data. See, we are getting the duplicate frames. Since acknowledgement is not received within that time, ఇక్కడ acknowledgement మాత్రం within the time లో రాలేదు, frame receive అయింది. So whenever the retransmitted, duplicate frames will be formed. థర్డ్ కేసులో కూడా అంతే, acknowledgement is lost. ఇక్కడ ఫ్రేమ్ లాస్ట్ అవ్వలేదు, acknowledgement లాస్ట్ అయింది కాబట్టి అగైన్ సి ఫ్రేమ్ 0 రిసీవ్ అయిన థర్డ్ కేసులో మళ్ళీ ఫ్రేమ్ 0 పంపించాము, అంటే సేమ్ కాపీ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రేమ్ 0 2 టైమ్స్. ఇక్కడ కూడా చూడండి, కేస్ 2 లో కూడా ఫ్రేమ్ 1 పంపించాము, acknowledgement లేట్ గా వచ్చింది కాబట్టి మళ్ళీ ఫ్రేమ్ 1 సెకండ్ టైం పంపించాము. సో we got duplicate frame 1, duplicate frame 0. So duplicate data is there. So whenever duplicate frames are arrived, it will reject the duplicate copies. It will take only one copy. It will reject one copy. How it will identify the duplicate copies? మరి సేమ్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ ని ఎలా తెలుసుకుంటుంది? వాడు ఇక్కడ క్లీన్ గా చెప్పాడు. ఓకే, whenever the duplicate frame is rejected by the receiver, duplicate frame వస్తే దాని రిసీవర్ రిజెక్ట్ చేస్తాడు అన్నాడు. How the receiver will identify the duplicate frames? వాడు రీట్రాన్స్మిషన్ అప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటంటే డూప్లికేట్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ వస్తున్నాయి. డూప్లికేట్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ మనం రిజెక్ట్ చేయాలి అంటే ముందు మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి అవి డూప్లికేట్ ఫ్రేమ్స్ అని. How it will identify the duplicate frames here?
With sequence numbers.
Yes, for that one it is maintaining the sequence number. See frame 0, some sequence number, frame 1, frame 1, frame 0. So whenever the same frame is received 2 times, with the help of the sequence number, it will identify it is a duplicate frame. Frame 1 is there, again frame 1 has came. Second time when the same sequence number has arrived, basing on the sequence number, it will observe that this is a duplicate frame. So it will reject this frame. It will don't main copy this frame. Similarly here also, whenever the frame 0 is received, again frame 0 has received. So basing on that number, it will identify that the second one is a duplicate copy. Since it is a duplicate copy, it will reject that one. So this is what is happening in the stop and wait protocol. Stop and wait protocol for noisy channels. Here it is concentrating on both flow control and error control. How it is controlling the flow means it is using the same logic of the previous one. After sending a frame, it will wait for acknowledgement. Whenever acknowledgement came, then only it will send the new frame. Frame 0 పంపించాక frame 1 ఎప్పుడు పంపిస్తున్నాం అంటే after receiving the acknowledgement for frame 0, then only it is sending the frame 1. Okay, in that way it is achieving the flow control. How it is achieving the error control means with the help of this timeouts and sequence number concept, it is achieving the error control. Whenever the frame or the acknowledgement is missed, with the help of this timing out timer, it will reset transmit the frames. If the duplicate frames has arrived, with the help of sequence numbers, it will reject the duplicate frames. Like that, it is with the help of the concept of timing and the sequence numbers, it is eliminating it is avoiding the occurrence of errors. And with the help of the concept of acknowledgement, it is controlling the flow. The flow is controlled with the concept of acknowledgement, and the errors are controlled with the concept of timing and the sequence numbers. That is briefly the second protocol, stop and wait protocol for noisy channel. This is also called stop and wait ARQ, automatic repeat request. This protocol is also known as stop and wait ARQ, automatic repeat request. Main concept clear and main theory. What is the second one? Main theory clear kada, main logic ఏంటనేది. Now we will see some briefly important points about this one. దీని యొక్క points. Okay, we will see the points about this one. మనం చెప్పుకున్న కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈ పాయింట్స్ రూపంలో అండి. We will see them. వైఎస్ఆర్ ముందు క్లాస్ ఇందా నీ కాన్సెప్ట్ తర్వాత. See, simplex stop and wait protocol for noisy channel is data link layer protocol of data communications with both error control and flow control. It is the protocol which concentrates on both error control and flow control. This protocol is popularly known as stop and wait automatic repeat request protocol. A stands for automatic, R stands for repeat, the Q stands for request. ఈ రిక్వెస్ట్ లో క్యూ అండి. ARQ లో క్యూ మీన్స్ హియర్ ఈ రిక్వెస్ట్ లో క్యూ తీసుకున్నారు. ఆటోమేటిక్ రిపీట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ARQ. ఈ క్యూ అనేది ఏంటంటే ఈ రిక్వెస్ట్ లో ఉన్న క్యూ. ఆల్రెడీ రిపీట్ లో ఆర్ తీసుకున్నాం కాబట్టి మళ్ళీ ఆర్ తీసుకోకుండా హీస్ టేకింగ్ దిస్ క్యూ. సో దిస్ ప్రోటోకాల్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో నోన్ యాజ్ ఆటోమేటిక్ రిపీట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ స్టాప్ అండ్ వెయిట్ ARQ ప్రోటోకాల్. ఈ సెకండ్ నేమ్ అదర్ నేమ్స్ మనకి ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి, మళ్ళీ మనం కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వకూడదు. నాయిస్ లెస్ ఛానల్ అయితేనేమో నార్మల్ స్టాప్ అండ్ వెయిట్ ప్రోటోకాల్. ఫర్ నాయిస్ ఛానల్ స్టాప్ అండ్ వెయిట్ ARQ ఆటోమేటిక్ రిపీట్ రిక్వెస్ట్. ఇక్కడ ఆటోమేటిక్ రిపీట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఎందుకన్నామంటే వెన్ అవర్ ఫ్రేమ్ 0 హ్యాస్ సెంట్ అక్నాలెడ్జ్మెంట్ రాకపోయినా లేట్ గా వచ్చిన ఆటోమేటికల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సెండింగ్ ద నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్. It is sending the frame 0 automatically. It is sending the frame 0 if the acknowledgement doesn't came within the time, or if the acknowledgement came lately. Acknowledgement late గా వచ్చినా అసలు రాకపోయినా సరే ఆటోమేటికల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సెండింగ్ ద ఫ్రేమ్. దట్స్ వై ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఆటోమేటిక్ రిపీట్ రిక్వెస్ట్. విదిన్ ద టైమ్ లో కనుక రాకపోతే ఆటోమేటికల్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సెండింగ్ ద ఫ్రేమ్. ప్రీవియస్ అల్గారిథం లో అయితే until acknowledgement came it never send the next frame. ఇట్ విల్ వెయిట్ ఫర్ ద ఎక్నాలజ్మెంట్. ఒకవేళ ఎక్నాలజ్మెంట్ మిస్ అయితే అది ఎప్పటికీ సెండ్ చేయదు. ఆ ఎక్నాలజ్మెంట్ కోసం అలా వెయిట్ చేస్తూనే ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడ మాత్రం ఆటోమేటికల్లీ వెన్ ఎవర్ విదిన్ ద టైమ్ ఎక్నాలజ్మెంట్ వచ్చినా హ్యాపీగా ఇట్ విల్ సెండ్ ద నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రేమ్. ఇఫ్ ద ఎక్నాలజ్మెంట్ డజంట్ కేమ్ విదిన్ ద టైమ్ ఇట్ విల్ సెండ్ ద సేమ్ ఫ్రేమ్. ఆటోమేటికల్లీ ఇట్ విల్ డూ ఇట్స్ వర్క్. That's why it is called automatic repeat request protocol. It adds error control facilities to the stop and wait protocol. Previous stop and wait protocol only contains flow control mechanism. This protocol is adding the error control facilities also to the stop and wait protocol. This protocol takes into account the fact that the receiver has finite processing speed. This protocol will take into the point that the receiver has limited speed only. The receiver has finite processing. That means the processing speed of the receiver is only a limited value. And that frames may be get corrupted while transmission. It is considering 2 points. The receiver capacity is less. So since the capacity of the receiver is very limited, it has to apply the flow control mechanisms. And also the frames may get corrupted while transmission. There is a chance that the frames may be corrupted. So it will employ the error control mechanisms. Since the capacity of the receiver is limited one, it will apply the flow control techniques. Since the chance of frames are, there is a chance of getting the frames damaged. So it will consider, it will apply the error control also. Because of these 2 points, if the data frames arrive at the receiver's end at a rate which is greater than the rate of processing of the receiver, if the data frames at the receiver's end arrive at a rate which is greater than the rate of processing, frames may be dropped out. Okay. Next, frames may get corrupted or entirely lost when they are transmitting through the channels. When they are traveling through the channels, the frames may be damaged or they may be lost completely while they are traveling through the channels. So the receiver sends an acknowledgement for each valid frame it receives. Okay, that's why for each valid frame it received, the receiver will give you an acknowledgement. He is maintaining the concept for the first point. The frames may be dropped out. So for this point, he is maintaining the concept of acknowledgement. For each frame he received, he will give you a acknowledgement so that the sender will understand. Whenever any frame is dropped, he will understand that one. Okay, the sender sends the next frame only when it has received a positive acknowledgement from the receiver. The sender will send the next frame only when it receives a positive acknowledgement from the receiver. Then only it will send the next frame. Otherwise, it will retransmit the same frame. Otherwise, it will wait for a certain amount of time and then resends the same frame. This is the process going on in the stop and wait protocol for noisy channel. See those points once. Sorry, points. If you have any doubts on these points, we will discuss. మనం ఇందా చెప్పుకున్నదే పాయింట్స్ రూపంలో ఉందండి. మనం ఇక్కడ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఎక్కువ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సింది ఈ నేమ్ ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. రిమైనింగ్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ నార్మల్ థింగ్స్. Okay, already we have seen this diagram. ఇక్కడ 4 cases ఉన్నాయి. Successful transmission, acknowledgement may be received, may not received within that time, acknowledgement is lost, frame is lost. 4 cases are there, 4 possible cases are there. Okay, we have given what will happen. Already we know what will happen if the acknowledgement is not received within the time. Retransmission will be done. If the acknowledgement is lost, then also retransmission of the frame is done. If the frame is lost, then also retransmission of frame is done. Whenever duplicate frames are received with the help of sequence numbers, the duplicate frames are rejected. That is what is going on in this simplex stop and wait protocol. See the design technique side. At the server side, what are the steps happen? In the designing of this protocol, at the server side, what will happen? At the sender side, a field is added to the frame to hold a sequence number. An extra field is added to the frame to hold a sequence number. If data is available, the data link layer makes a frame with certain sequence number and send it to the channel. Whenever a data is available from the network layer, it will make a frame with a certain sequence number and send it to the transmission channel. The sender waits for the arrival of acknowledgement within a certain amount of time. After attaching sequence number and transmitted, it will wait for the acknowledgement for a certain amount of time. If it receives a positive acknowledgement of the frame within that time, it will send the next frame with next sequence number. If the positive acknowledgement for the frame with that sequence number within a stipulated time, then it sends the next frame with the next sequence number. Otherwise, it retransmits the same frame. Positive acknowledgement within the time low, it will send the next frame. Otherwise, it retransmits the same frame. What will happen to the receiver side is the receiver also maintains the sequence number of the frames expected for arrival. The receiver also keeps a sequence number of frames expected for arrival. He will also maintain the sequence numbers for the expected frames. Frame 0 he is expecting frame 1. He will expect a frame with sequence number 1. Frame 1 he will expect a frame with sequence number 2. The receiver also keeps a sequence number of the frame expected for arrival. When a frame arrives, the receiver processes that frame and checks whether it is valid or not. Screen రావట్లేదా అండి? Screen?
Okay, sir.
Maybe మీ ఒక్కరికి ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది. Remaining people are getting the screen. Okay, and checks whether that is valid or not. If it is a valid, he will give a positive number. If it is valid and its sequence number matches with the sequence number of expected frame, it will give a positive acknowledgement to the sender. Okay, otherwise he will send a negative acknowledgement to the sender. This is what is happening at the receiver side. So totally this is the concept of stop and wait protocol. Diagrammatically, the designing of the stop and wait protocol is this one. Totally this is the first category of data link layer protocols. Stop and wait protocols. We have two stop and wait protocols are there. Stop and wait protocol for noiseless channel. Stop and wait protocol for noisy channel. This is briefly this one. If these two are clear, in the next class we will go for the sliding window protocols. If the protocols clear, then we will go for the sliding window protocols in the upcoming classes. Clear and the protocols. Totally here we have 3 protocols are there. Utopian simplex protocol, stop and wait protocols for both noisy and noiseless channels. You are clear on any doubts are there in this one? Concept and doubts unte aganandi, we will clarify. So okay, ingevariki doubts em levu present deentlo. Okay, and then we will tomorrow we will go for the sliding window protocols, which are the last concept of the data link layer. Hard unit sliding window protocols. With the sliding window protocols, ఇక్కడ 3 protocols ఉంటాయి sliding window లో. వీటిలాగానే simple protocols, we have 3 protocols are there. With that one, our data link layer will be completed. Okay, tomorrow class we will start the sliding window protocols, which are for noisy channels. Clear? Okay. Thank you very much. Again, we will meet in the next class.